Apple. Apple is synonymous with innovation. From the iPhone to AirPods, Apple has created products that dominate the market and redefine industries. But it's not just about gadgets. Apple has transitioned into a services powerhouse with Apple Music, Apple Pay, and iCloud contributing to its recurring revenue streams. Key highlights. Market cap. Over $3 trillion, making it the most valuable company in the world. Revenue growth. Apple reported $394 billion in revenue for fiscal year 2023. Dividends. Offers consistent dividends and aggressive share buybacks to reward shareholders. Brand loyalty. Apple's ecosystem keeps users locked in, ensuring long-term demand. Investing in Apple means owning a piece of the world's most valuable and innovative company. Vanguard S&P 500 ETF. If you want simple, low-cost exposure to the U.S. economy, Vanguard's S&P 500 ETF is a top choice. It tracks the performance of the S&P 500 index, which represents 500 of the largest U.S. companies across various sectors. Key highlights. Diversification. Covers a wide range of industries, from tech, Apple, Microsoft to healthcare, Johnson & Johnson, and finance, JP Morgan. Low fees. Expense ratio of just 0.03%, meaning more of your money stays invested. Historical returns. The S&P 500 has averaged an annual return of about 10% over the past century. Berkshire Hathaway. Berkshire Hathaway is not your typical stock. It's a holding company led by Warren Buffett, owning a mix of fully owned businesses like Geico and BNSF Railway, as well as significant stakes in public companies like Coca-Cola, Apple, and Bank of America. Key highlights. No dividends. Instead of paying dividends, Berkshire reinvests its profits for compound growth. Cash reserves. Buffett's philosophy ensures Berkshire always has cash ready to seize opportunities in downturns. Historical growth. Consistently outperforms the S&P 500 in long-term growth. Microsoft. Microsoft has transformed itself from a software company into a diversified tech giant. Its cloud platform, Azure, is a leader in the booming cloud computing market, while Office 365 dominates the productivity software space. Key highlights. Cloud dominance. Azure's revenue grew by 29% in the latest quarter, showcasing its leadership in the $400 billion cloud market. Gaming expansion. With Xbox and acquisitions like Activision Blizzard, Microsoft is positioning itself as a major player in gaming. Dividends. A history of consistent dividend increases makes it attractive for income-focused investors. Vanguard Total World Stock ETF. For investors who want exposure to the global market, the Vanguard Total World Stock ETF is an ideal pick. VT holds over 9,000 stocks from both developed and emerging markets, providing unmatched diversification. Key highlights. Global coverage. Includes companies from the US, Europe, Asia, and emerging economies like India and Brazil. Low cost. Expense ratio of just 0.07%, making it a cost-effective way to invest globally. Broad sector exposure. Covers technology, healthcare, financials, and more. Why these are long-term winners. Each of these stocks and funds has stood the test of time, showing resilience during market downturns and steady growth during upswings. Here's why they're worth considering for the long haul. Strong fundamentals. These investments are backed by sound financials and industry leadership. Diversification. They offer exposure to different industries, markets, and geographies. Compounding growth. By reinvesting dividends and allowing your investments to grow over time, you can maximize returns. Key takeaway. Apple, Vanguard S&P 500 ETF, Berkshire Hathaway, Microsoft, and Vanguard Total World Stock ETF represent some of the best options for building long-term wealth. Remember, investing is about patience and discipline. The longer you stay invested, the more time your money has to grow.